I think with that, I'll kind of transition this into,
let's go.
and we'll wrap up, my whole Georgia rant here. But my record prediction for Georgia this year is 9-3. I think they're going to have losses to South Carolina, Tennessee, and Ole Miss. Call me crazy. I think the South Carolina game, you look at Mike Bobo, with his tenure at Georgia, and when they play USC, that's always been a trap game for him, when Bobo's been the coordinator. I think South Carolina with Shane Beamer, they're going in the right direction. They've got a quarterback, and they've got some players that can do some stuff. This might be kind of the year that and I told you this, before we ever got on the show, but when I'm betting this, I'm going to bet South Carolina to win that game.
Man,
I think it's.
I know, and you're going to laugh at me, bro, but I am an anti. And I can cuss now. I'm an anti fucking Spencer Rattler guy, man. Like, do I think the kid's talented? Yeah, and I know he's not the whole South Carolina team. Don't get me wrong. And I think that team played very well last season at the end of the year. They did. They blew out Tennessee. They did. But I just can't get behind that. I think you guys beat them. The Tennessee game is the one where I think that could be your loss. I do. Ole Miss is also another one. So I would, not to interject you, completely interrupted you on that topic, but I think Georgia goes at least 10-2. That's me. So we're close. I can see 11-1, 10-2.
We're pretty close there. I mean, but looking at the rest of their schedule, I mean, they play UT Martin, Ball State, UAB. I mean, they're playing Auburn, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Florida, Missouri, and Georgia Tech, other than the teams we just mentioned. And I don't know. I mean, there could be some trap games in there. I mean, it is the SEC. You never really know. I think I think Florida's got a lot of work to do. Kentucky's losing Will Levis, who's obviously one of their best players. Auburn's got Hugh Freeze, who, don't get me wrong, I think Hugh Freeze will do really well. He needs a couple years to kind of get Auburn back to where they're going to be relevant again.
Yep.
I agree. And everybody else we just mentioned, I don't think so. I mean, I don't see it. I don't really see it from that standpoint.